I'll do it. Yeah, I'll not wait for validation from anybody.
Because unajua like one of the things mkujua just of course it's you and your kids.
Yeah.
So how does someone who's not a deadbeat still end up with baby mama drama? How does that work?
IKONINI.
Episode 333 tukisema like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend, sindio?
Yeah.
Na leo tuko na msee need introduction of course, na pia ni one of the most requested guests on IKONINI. Tuko na mzee mwenyewe Oga Obinna. Ni aje buda?
Oga the top is in the building.
Yeah, unaendelea
IKONINI.
Yeah, buda jo, asante kwa kutokea.
Thank you for having me.
Unajua after uchukue range tulishindwa like do we have the range to contact you?
No, so when you spoke to my people, you know, to my PSPA.
So buda jo, kazi safi sana.
Asante.
Tumekumention mara kadhaa, mwambia gase kuna so niambia mwafia so hard working. Naambia jo kuna msee fulani ufanyaga na I look lazy man. Like
I wonder who that is.
Yeah, uko na YouTube channels ngapi?
I think about 5 or 6.
Na zote zina content.
Yeah, I have Obinna TV Extra, My Woman KE, the weekly show, the Obinnas. Then now the new one that we are starting. No, let me not say the name for that one.
Kuna ingine inakam?
Yeah. So what I discovered is when you optimize a YouTube page to a certain type of content, when you put a different type of content, it doesn't pick. Because kama sawa wamezoea hii vibe, so ukiletea familia au unapika, watu haitakuwa na hits kama hii. So fungulia kupika yake. So ni mwaf jikoni. Yeah. So when I discovered that, so that's why the Obinnas, my kids, they have theirs.
Okay.
The weekly show where I'm with them on Facebook has its own. Yosani, the satirical comedy news type of. Then Obinna TV Extra was a subsidiary of Obinna TV.
Yeah.
Obinna TV long interview, the shorter ones are going on Obinna TV Extra. Then nikafanyiwa 1, 2, 3. So nikamove nikarudi Obinna TV Extra. So Obinna TV naiguzanga hivi kidogo niko like when I'm just about to hit 500,000 subscribers, I'm like
Yeah.
But you fall down 5 times, get up 6.
It really happened to Obinna. The channel itself.
The Obinna TV.
Yes, Obinna TV.
Watch, I'll tell you off mic. Yeah. But it's around that time when I got the letter from KFCB.
Yes.
And then around that time, then I made some wrong decisions. Yeah. And I made a deal with the devil. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because me najua, I remember kuna time ulikuwa nafaa kwenda live, ukaambia wase singeza kwenda live na this channel.
That was Babu Wino time.
Yes.
Tulienda, then wakablock. So when I hosted people like yesterday, I hosted people the whole day. We are live, we are good. Time ya Babu Wino tumeshamaliza, tumekaa chini ya tuenda na click, it's not doing the thing it does. We restarted the whole computer, nothing. Restarted the internet, nothing. Went to Obinna TV Extra, nothing. We tried the Obinnas, nothing. We tried on the weekly show, nothing. But when my director tries on his YouTube, it works. We're like, okay. So we recorded it. By around 3 a.m. in the morning, we were posting it now. So tukasema tunaenda kurecord na Babu Wino just before Maandamano.
Yes.
We record it and then now we upload it as an episode. And we uploaded. And when it premiered at 3:30 a.m., we had about 6,000 people watching it live.
At 3:30?
At 3 in the morning.
Damn.
We were like, yo, they didn't know it worked on our side. Yeah.
Okay. Kuna kuwaga na hii, the story that I always hear is people always say, always have a backup channel.
Yes, always.
Because me, I've been the person who just risks it. Like, CJ work on a backup. So unaniambia, I should.
Look for backup. So right now you should open a YouTube page called Mwafrika. Just have a YouTube page called Mwafrika.
Yeah, Iko.
I'm a IKONINI backup, something, because anything can happen to this channel. And if it happens and you've not started building traffic on the other one, then you start from zero. Ama una give up.
Yeah.
It's the same thing now happens on TikTok. TikTok is it's normal. Unamuka tu page yako iko banned. Uko like, what did I post? What did I post? So because people are in cahoots, there's some people, they come together to shut other people's TikTok pages down. Like mine inafikanga million kadhaa, inashatiwa. Sasa niko kwa ya 4. TikTok. I'm like, my G. What I post on Instagram is the same thing I share on Facebook and I share it on TikTok. It's the same thing. I don't do no nudes. I don't do no nothing. Do you know there's a time my WhatsApp was banned?
What's up?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yes.
Now I wonder. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. I just got up. I'm like, you've been banned from WhatsApp. I'm like, what? I'm like, WhatsApp has been banning people.
Yeah.
I got rid of that number for a while. I think I didn't use it for about a year or something, but it's like been my official number.
Yeah,
Then I got to the other one. Then by that, then now all of a sudden, like, you're welcome back to Jumanji. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah. Damn, okay.
Like, who even shuts down WhatsApp? Kwani, what am I sharing?
Nilisikia hiyo na Karen Nyamo. Like, ni wewe
Hiyo ni
na
juzi, milioni na juzi yake mimi niko zile za, okay, welcome home. I've been here before.
So WhatsApp ikiwa banned, what happens? They send you a message.
Chat, you can't do, when you never even ambiwa this page, you cannot access. You've been banned. And so that time, I had a lot of, it's like there was a demonic thing that was hovering around me. That time I was working at Kiss.
Yeah.
And then I had a very big fallout with my baby mama. And it was very public because I kept on defending myself. And a couple of people kept on misunderstanding my cry. You know, when a man cries for help, we don't come out and say, please help me, man. Tunakuwa zile za nini buda chana na mimi ndakufinya such things kwendeni huko nini. So when a man does such things, you feel so mine was the ones for I will deal with her, I will sue her, da. And when I was talking about that, people were just like, look at his ignorance, he's so arrogant, he's so he's egocentric, he's misogynistic, the names were shoved. And she was lashing out, and every time she was lashing out, I was reacting. So I was playing her dance moves. Alikuwa na ni guide. Unashaona wenye Cobra wa inagaidiwa na. So I was falling into the, but I didn't know any better. So when that was happening, at the same time, I got my Facebook, my Instagram, got my Facebook first of all, ikaenda.
Yeah.
The page, I had a very huge Facebook page, ikaenda. Then my Instagram got shadow banned. You know what that is?
Nile nao hauonekani sana huko,
bro, na post TV napata comment moja ikisonga sana na ni zile za page yauzwa. Una post TV ungo like 13 likes. Like 13 likes? What do you mean? I'm Obinna, bro. That time I'm on Kiss niko hapa like I'm living my dream. It's what I've always wanted to do. Then that time my brand was huge because I was doing a show called Kula Kula Show, and Kula Kula was huge, you know. So my Nini got shadow banned. Then kidogo Nini kaenda my WhatsApp. Even when I posted, guys were like, hey, kwani nini mbaya na wewe? What's happening? I think also when I started also TikTok kidogo tena sijui ya kwanza ikaenda. I'm like, I don't like, wait, inafaa, you need some cleansing. You need some cleansing kidogo. So that time there was a lot of things that were going wrong. But it taught me a very serious lesson. When it's raining, the sun is gonna shine. No, when it rains, it's pause, yes. But after the rain, the sun is gonna shine. But also always remember, when the sun is shining, the rain is coming.
I
and
know.
That thing has always been a dark cloud that hovers around me. I don't enjoy good moments for long because I start worrying about the bad moments.
Okay.
So anytime you're winning, bro, always just know there's just something. And somehow I always enjoy more when I'm in my dark spaces because I know
Who's with you?
sunrise is coming. But when I'm in the sunrise, I'm just like, bro, itaisha. So what do I do? So I always have a backup. So always have a backup plan. Whether it's YouTube, it's a job, it's a career, okay, it's a show.
We kikuacha
No, thank God kuna backups mbili. We don't get it.
hizo waga muhimu sana.
You know what I'm saying?
Hizo watu zifight. So okay, damn, hiyo nini yako imenishtua jo.
No, it happens.
Hizo okay.
Hiyo shadow ndio. Cause unajua unaweza kuna bonga peke yako ni don't.
Bro, it happened. I was banned for a while. I used to feel so bad. But then later I conditioned my life, and also I've tried to condition my kids to that, where I don't base my life based on likes or reviews.
Man.
Even most interviews I do, my PA, Omosh, you've seen him. He's the one who will tell me, hey, ile interview tulifanya na nibe songa. Niko like, oh, okay. Like I don't want to go check. Because I'm like, if I check, it'll make me feel some type of way. So I'll post it if it jazzes me. Whether you like it, you view it, you don't view it. It's good vibes and I've posted it. I move with it. And it's the same thing that I've tried with my kids. So when my kid started the YouTube page, I want to recommend, Dad, you want YouTube? I'm like, no, this digital, Dad, put us on YouTube. So one day we did a video accidentally. It was vibes. Nikasema, let me just post it. I used to have a lot of their videos on my phone. Then it picked a life of its own. Right now, there are over 100,000 subscribers on their YouTube. And guys love whatever you do because it's unscripted, it's very organic. We just talk about different things with them. And when it happened, my son used to go like, Dad, ile video tumefanya imepata views ngapi? So let us sat them down. I was like, listen, guys, it's not about the views. It's about how you feel, because that means everything we post, unataka kuona views ndo ujue kota feel poa. Ama feel poa. Achana nayo. So mi nilijaji condition during that shadow ban. Bro, mi nilikuwa na post. Iko na 1 view, nini, whatever. I'll just post. Mpaka later when it ilienda peke yake, hata sijui iliendaje. And we continue. TikTok nafungwa ingine. I'll post. Iko na views 100, iko na 1 million. It is what it is. And it's the same thing that also kept me going with my music. I've done music for long. I used to rap. I've done dancehall. I've done what. But when I did comedy, people were like, yo, we love your comedy. That time the Nigerian thing was taking over. Then I'm very good with voices. So I was a Nigerian brand. And it's changed my life. And it set up my life until now. Because it set the precedence of who I am now. And when I do music, a lot of people are like, wachana na mziki, bro. Wachana na mziki, fanya tu comedy. And I'm like, so what I'm thinking, you're telling me as who? Are you God? Why do you think I'm doing music for you? I'm not doing music for you. I'm doing music for me. Bro, I love it when I'm in the studio. When I'm making beats with producer, I'm like, bro, hapa niweke piano tupige hivi. Me, I make nearly all my beats with my mouth. I'm like, hapa nataka bassline, nataka something. Alafu anapiga. Bro, I feel so nice. And then I get the booth. Me, I write my songs in the studio. I'm like, yeah, twende nini, let a microphone. Napiga, to change up, nikitoka. I listen to it in my car. I'm over the moon, bro. I'm living la vida loca. Then I take some huge amount of money. I put in a dope video because I feel good. Then when I pay my director and I pay the vixens and the cast people and I build the set and the location, I feel, hey, these guys are gonna earn something, man. And they get it. And I'm like, yo, that's nice. And I get home and I play my video and my kids look at it. And I'm like, yo, Dad, we told you to stop dancing with women. And I'm like, oh. my daughter Lola does not like it. Dad, we told them, I'm like, it's just dancing. It's just a video. Sometimes they're like, Dad, we like this one, this dope. And they're dancing and they're vibing in the house. Bro, I love it. And when my mom listens, my mom is like, hey, this is so nice. And then you put it out there. And then 1 month, 5,000 views. 2 months, 6,000 views. I love comments go 15, ama ni 50. Stop singing. Wacha kunyonga sauti. And I'm like, guys, it's not about you. It's about me. I like it. So whether you like it, if you don't like it, we move. And then last month, I released a Luo jam. I think it's the second Luo jam I've done. It's called Welo. And the song is just going. And it's hitting 1 million views. And I'm like, it's doing well. I see you. And then guys are like, wow, amazing. And I'm like, oh, you guys are realizing now? I'm like, I have some 5 more that are fire. And I'm like, if this is fire, you guys didn't check this other that is fire. And that thing even happens with comedy. Bro, my jokes that I've written and are fire, guys look at them like this. But the other ones are, by the way, guys like, oh my God, bro, let's get joke. I'm like, like this one for Everything is Big in Nigeria. Guys like it. And I'm like, bro, there's a set I did for hip hop. Bro, that set is brilliant. The way I wrote it, the way hip hop in the States and Africa is different. The way in the States they talk about things like drive-by shooting. In Kenya, you can't do drive-by shooting. You drive a pop corner jam. I'm like, yo, and I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, yo. And I'm like, in the States, people have beef. In Kenya, you can't have beef. The hunger. By lunchtime, you've eaten the beef already. And I'm like, yo, guys, listen. And then guys are just like, no, I see, that's not the sexual one. Everything is big in Nigeria. I'm like, most of the time, if I do the things I do, this is what I'm saying. I love doing it. I feel good doing it. Secondary opinion is null and void. Bro, if you like it, good for you. Itakujaz. But if you don't like it, I like it. The same way I like myself, bro. You don't like me, that's fine by me. I like me. I can deal with me. I can live with me. But now the problem is if you talk like that, uko na ego,
watu sema na kiburi,
unajisikia uko na kiburi.
Yeah.
Okay, unataka nifanye, unataka nikwe zile mazee, unajua mimi sijipendi. Bro, mimi najipenda. Yeah, so it happens in career wise, in life, in every decision we make, and how I decided to live my life and my kids. If we are happy, bro, whatever we do and it's right, and it's a good thing, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll not wait for validation from anybody.
Because unajua, like, one of the things mkujua just of course it's you and your kids.
Yeah.
So how does someone who's not a deadbeat still end up with baby mama drama? How does that work? Because mostly inakuaga kuna tunaduige unajua, like
hiyo inakuanga hata kama unadu. Bro, hiyo ukua, you can be the most amazing father in the world, but you'll still be painted as deadbeat. It all depends if you have a baby mama who's mature enough to differentiate emotions from reality. Most of the times our emotions cloud the reality of life. For example, nimekupenda alafu umewachana, niko na hasira na wewe mazee, umeniwachaje mazee, nini mazee. So instead mimi kusema mazee umeniwacha, so mimi nasema umetuacha.
Okay.
Umetuacha, unani babenyu ametuacha.
najuaga hizo.
Sijawawacha, nimekuacha, bado niko kwa life ya
Gotoi.
And then now what also happens in most baby daddy situations, so I'll talk in general, because if I say my own, itaanza ku revive other stories. I don't want to bring attention to. We are in a good place now, so I don't want to. So I'll talk generally, because I've been there 4 times. I know the streets. So what happens most of the time with baby daddies is most baby daddies did not want to be baby daddies.
Okay.
Most baby daddies didn't even want to have children. They wanted to have sex.
Have fun.
They
That's
wanted to hit it. And hit it.
Hit it good.
And hit it good.
Mwambega iya ni zile za oposorena. Imecheka.
They are like, oops. Like, anakalia zile za usiniambie ume. Okay, so nikwambie. So most inakwanga, they were just having fun. But now the mistake that most of us men make, including myself, we always ignore the part for every decision has a consequence. And what I came to learn later in life is, as much as I did not want to have that child, I could have protected myself. Could have pulled out. Could have used protection. Could have chopped my epididymis. You see?
Like shit. Okay. Didi amekuja.
So or I could have nyongad. You know, there were a couple of options, but you chose to still finish kumalo, and you landed in mass. The minute that you land in mass, whatever the woman tells you, bro, it's secondary. Because she'll tell you, hey, don't worry about it, I'm safe. She might not be. Or she might be planning to trap you. Or she might be safe, yes, but also safe is relative. Sometimes amesahau date zake ama something. Ama anaweza kuwa ndio amechukua hiyo contraceptive, then it backfires. There's normally a lot of things. Ama labda nikucheck tu akasema mse anaka potential nini. Nikasa mimi saizi where I am in life or as a person, I'm not sure if there's any average woman who might find out they're pregnant with my child and they will want to abort it.
Iko nene. Ongeza iko nene.
Iko nene. When they find it, so some women will look at it like, I would want a father like this for my kids. So it's not even about me. Now it's about her selfish reason with her kids.
It's not even selfish. I think inasemekanaga ni human nature. Like the females wananidigio protection. Now protection saizi comes in the form of financial
no. Before the financial part,
sufficiency.
So hiyo ni second part. The first one, you're selfish ya nataka baba kama huyu kwa watoi wangu. Either it's aesthetics, how you look like, wengine how present you are with the other kids. So they're like, I would want my child to have this. Now the financial part is the third part. I'd want financial stability for my child. Okay. So there's normally that one. So there's a couple of reasons that happen. So labda pia amekupangia tu, hiyo pia amekucheka akasema huyu pia. So as a man, as much as I come from the school of thought of, before a woman gets pregnant, it's only right you tell the guy niaje minapanga kushika ball. You know, if the guy is mentally ready and financially ready, because that means there are two people that you're now going to adopt. The liability is coming to you, the mother and the child. Because as a man, automatically, if you impregnate someone, you need to be there. Secondly, before she even gets pregnant, she should be ready mentally and financially, because with or without you, she should be able
to take care of the kid.
It's not supposed to be about you. You are not taking care of the child. Okay, and what are you doing? It takes two to tango. You see? So if I'm not able, you should be able. But if you're not able, then why are you thinking I should be able? Then you're assuming that you're going to make the decision for me. You get? So it's a lot of... So as a man, before you sleep raw, make a decision, say, are we akishika ball? I'll be able to. You see? So it's normally a lot of... Okay? So most baby daddies, they didn't get to that school of thought. Hawa walikuwa nakudhana ulolo, mautamu ikazidi, opusarena. Then the baby's here. Then like, okay, cool. Like, okay, wow, okay. And then when this person is pregnant, you realize you don't have so much in common. Whether it is love, or it's reasoning, or it's maturity, or it's tolerance, or a lot of things. Or you just feel they're not good parents. But you know, someone who's not a good parent would not like it if you tell them, hey, yo, you're not a good parent. What are you telling me? Ni mtoto wangu. But I can see from the outside. So most people don't take criticism positively. Okay? So when that happens, a lot of issues come. Also, sometimes the woman realizes, this man is not who I thought he was. Yes, he was good looking and nini. But kuma anapenda madem. And you're like, da, utaka nipende mamorio. Ama, akuma ananga do. Nilifikiria kona do. Kumbe alikuwa na set. Ama, uboy anathink kama fala. Nilifikiria uboy ako machua. Kumbe ni venye alikuwa nakutana for dinner. Tunakanae 1 hour, anaongea vitu machua nini. Ukishinda nae the whole day, kumbe hata ana kitu ya kusema ya kuni. So when they realize that now, you guys decide to separate. Ama whatever happens. Then you guys now have a child involved. Now 2 different entities. Now when this happens, 2 things happen. Either you are very mature, the 2 of you. Now you realize, hey, we have a child to raise. Let's put a bullshit aside. Let's raise a child. Ama the other side that happens is, our bullshit is going to affect the child. So fali wawili wanamenyana, nyasi ndo inaumia. Na kutukana, unanitukana, kila mtu anaumana. So that is where most baby daddies and baby mamas in Kenya are. The one for, umenitusi sindio? Aya, stumido. So as a man, yes, ndio tumido, yes, you've won. But guess who needs the money? Your toy.
Child. Yes.
And sometimes the woman is like, hata usitume pesa, we don't need it. Yes, you don't need it, but guess who needs it? The toy. So every decision you're making as either a baby daddy or as a baby mama is going to affect the child. Hiki kimutu miata sema lao one mtoto wake. Yeah, but guess what? You're raising a child without a father. But the father wants to be present. But because of your ego and attitude, you think you're doing the right thing, but it's for you. It's not about the child. And the same thing comes across. Baby daddy. Huyu mama misa mpatia umtoi. But guess what? You're raising a child without a mother. So later, unakuna wonder where did the rain start beating you? The child was being raised as a single entity. So mtoi hakukuwa na both sides. Aya, now it comes into now the negativity that we put on our children. Nikikuwa na mtoi naongea mbaya juu ya madhake. Unajua mama yako ni mjinga. Unajua nini. Mtoi anaziabsorb. Mtoi anagrow kwa ule msee that a resent mother ama a resent father. Because the children, trust me, they always know which parent was the problem. They know. Like me, when I grew up, I look at my parents. I remember everything my dad used to do. I remember everything my mom. I'm like, this nigga. I'm a this woman. I'm like, And kids grew up and they'll not say it because you know their place. But one time, they'll just mention something. You're just like, kumbe walisikia hiki kitu. So, no matter the side that you've decided to take, it hurts the child the most. Unamwambia vitu mbaya juu ya parent wake, wanabaki wakiziabsorb. Unamwambia hivi, wanabaki wakiziabsorb. Haya, imefika ile point ya sasa watu wapimane misuli. Okay? Unapata msichana tu madomo mwanaume, but hayuko allowed kuwa na mtoi. So what does a man do? Mimi natumanga domo wazee, mimi situmi domo wazee. Now, do you know who has costed the child's better future? The mother.
Yeah, that's the mother,
Because the father sent the money, then wants to see the child. But the mother, because of her attitude, nikupatie mtoto ndio upeleke mamalaya wako. So definitely the child is not going to spend time with the father because the mother has decided. Then the father will withdraw. Then now the mother turned online kutokana the dad. Deadbeat dad, nini. But you know when you go online, it's not helping anything. Because online in-laws will not help you do shit. What will they do? Watatukana Obinna, ama tukane mwafu nini, then itaishi hapo. Do you know where you can be helped? Children's court. But why are you not going to children's court? Because when you go there, they'll drill reality in your head. Watakwambia wacha ujinga. Si ana provide. Si uruhusu huyu aone mtoto wake. Then what's the issue? But you can't go there because they're not siding with your side of the story. Unataka watu, you want a pity party.
Which is online.
Shahidi mtoto nini. So inafikile point msame tukano online. Akafika, menitusi. Haya, what next? Yata amuka hasoli yake, atapiga, atakunya tei zake, atenda kwa mamalaya wake, and life will move on. But now this father is missing to be present in the child's life. And the vice versa is also true. If it happens with the baby daddy and the baby mama, it happens the same way. So it's always just, it's a very tiny space where a lot of people need a lot of awakening. And start to say, we don't think the same. Like myself, bro, I've made so many mistakes in parenting, even in co-parenting with my baby mamas. And then I've gotten to a place now where, bro, I don't fight.
Yeah.
Bro, where I'm right now, what you want to do, the good thing is I already spoke with the kids and we sat down and we understood each other. And they all have phones. And I told them, listen, mom, you need anything, call me.
Okay.
If you don't have food, go to the next shop, ama supermarket, whatever. If you don't have a phone that time, mwambie pigia babangu. If I don't pick, because they know I don't pick numbers, I don't know. Mwambie text dad. Mwambie dad call me ni ABCD. And I'll call immediately. Take whatever you want over there, eat it. I will pay, then go back to the house, chill like nothing has happened. Oh, this is happening, Oh, you're being told, you're being insulted, Mommy, do insults cause any physical harm? No. Don't think it has something to do with you. It's about the person. When someone comes and bullies you or does everything or says anything about it has nothing to do with you. See, you are a good person, mommy, baba. Yeah. So you roll like that. Listen, pay attention, don't respect anyone, be kind, nyamaza. Then when we meet, full vibes. Tell me about it. I'll support you. I'll advise you. We'll laugh about it. We'll do whatever. Let's go cook. Let's go watch a movie. Let's go trampoline. Let's play football. Let's swim. Let's whatever. But I'm trying to manage a situation that is already, and I should not be managing a situation. You get? But since you're already there, and if I decide to get involved, it's going to get messy. It's going to get chaotic. So what do you as a man? You take your L. So that is what I learned. With a lot of the mistakes I've done before, I learned how to take my L and shut up. Because that's what most men are doing.
Yeah.
And what I didn't know before, I was like, no, I'll talk about it. I'm like, no. Right now, I know better, bro.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, I'm like, oh, you want to talk about it? Please. You'll talk about it. The ones who support you will support you. The ones but the ones who know me, know me. And do you know the ones who know me that I really care about and that I really value their opinion? My kids. They will sit down, and when no other parties are there, they will sit down and go like, Dad is a good guy. My dad is there for me. My dad loves me. My dad will always be there for me no matter what. That's enough. No matter what any other person thinks. Like, it's the same way when you look at some of the videos you post with them. If someone watches a video for 10 minutes, they've already deduced a conclusion. Oh, this child is your parenting style. I'm like, you've watched a 10-minute video, bro.
Yeah.
I've known my son for 14 years. The other one for 11, the other one for 10, the other one for 7 years. I'm like, and I've been there all through. So you see, a lot of lessons I'm learning, I'm always trying to teach a couple of other men. I don't sit down and tell you, bro, fanya hivi. Naifanya. Then we ona venye nimefanya, copy paste. You see me playing football with my son? Go play football with your son. Because your son wants the dad presence. You see me cooking with my daughters? Go cook with your daughters. You see me playing with a doll with my daughters? Play with a doll with your daughters. You see me driving with my daughters? Drive with your daughters. Why? Because I don't want to tell you, atiniaje buda, fanya hivi. I'm not a professional. I'm not an expert. I'm experimenting. And like I've said, I've made so many mistakes, from stealing kids to school, from school. Wanaibwa kwangu, napeleka vita huko, vita inarudi hivi, napelekana kwa children's court, naenda nsaya mtu nasema nipeleke kwa children's court waniite, nakuja nasema, this is where I wanted us to be. That's why I even told the child. Like, I've had so many. But until now, we're just experimenting. But when a baby mama and a baby daddy are involved, bro, there's a lot of variables. And then you can be the best father, but maybe a terrible boyfriend or husband.
Yeah.
You can be the best mother, but maybe a terrible wife or girlfriend. Same way, you can be the best wife, but be a terrible mother. You can be the best husband, but be a terrible father. You know why? Your wife or your husband, you're not blood related, bro. The way they think is totally different. The way they've been brought up is different.
Yes. Kuna kuga ingine ya kijaka. Ian, ya kijaka ni zako or can what?
Yeah, but it's true.
Your wife is not your relative.
But it's true. It's very true. If you look at it pragmatically, it's very true.
Yes.
Their blood, the way they've been brought up, what they've been taught all their childhood is different. But your kids are your blood. So struggle so much to be the best parent to your children. You might fail as a husband or as a wife. You can always find another one. But kids, bro, you can never always find another kid. That child you have, that's yours. If you have a different one, that's also that one. And your relationship with them is very different and very personal. So never judge just people. Oh, you know. And then also for every story you see, there's always two sides.
Yeah.
There's always the predator and the prey. Sometimes the prey will be seen as a predator because of how the prey is packaged. Sometimes the predator people think that's the prey because of how the predator is packaged. It depends. Unajua kuna samaki napiganga tu shock.
Najua. Wagena kutandika shock ingine ichwa.
Mjadua kicheki akuko ushago. Mbuta bwana mbuta anaenda kuishika because yeye anaona it looks like a prey. That's a predator. Anashika KPLC. Kama na Kenya Power. Wala Kenya Power kato steam IP. But it's just perception. And also there's so much you don't know. And there's so much that person does not know they don't know about you or about themselves. So let's not conclude based on what we see. Hiyo yote ni vanity.
But kuna kitu unijaz nayo vile umesema ati dem anafaa kukwambia kana nataka mtoi. We try kuimagine kuleta imusemaga dem akifanya hivi. Ile time uko ndethe. Hata kikwambia nataka mtoi tutalea.
Hapo kuna kitu mtu
Alafu sasa inatonga post-nut clarity. Afterwards you go like what did I say?
2 minutes later, like what?
Like what did I say?
But that thing even happens with ukiwa na kienyeji yako polite. Unaipatanga hivi ni unasikia cover the face, fire the base. Bro, the minute you fire the base,
ndio sura ina.
Una realize siwezi escort to them kwa stage. Siwezi pita na mbele ya mbogi. Sema bro umeduni. Unageuka hivi unamwangalia unaona tu mwafu.
Dude,
like what obese? Like Obinna no. Like but vijizili malaza clubs zilikuwa zinafanya hivi ulikuwa unakiambare.
Unajua kileta hivyo utapatia Ian depression. Ian ashaituambia alichota choko. Hiyo ni best yake. Baada iko best yake. Unajua best yangu alichoko alafu
unajua best yake.
Unajua kitu happen. At the next day washamalizana na dem umsa kunusa dem ati alikuwa amewaka. The next day alinotice vile dem alienda chini ya bed akatoa glue.
No, alikuwa amwambia chukue viatu. The fact that dem hata hakuwa na viatu.
Na dem pia hakuwa na viatu.
Ile alikuwa na viatu na vile aliambiwa viatu akumbuka there's something else aliacha chini ya bed. So alichukua tu glue yake. Akamwambia my bad.
Unajua ukipatana dem kwa club na viatu is a normal occurrence because high heels nini wanatoa na gudu. So akafikiria labda kiatu.
Okay, damn.
The glue is where I drew the line. Rada bulda.
Jana Jamali on a dem sick kiatu.
Like but so far kuna watu wanne. Watu wanne all need different moms.
No, I got 3 baby mamas. The last 2 come from the same mother.
Okay, uliamua kutulia at some point.
So when I got before my last kid,
umesoni 14 11
14 11 10 and 7. So 10 and 7. So I've said this story many times before. So let me just give you a trailer.
Yes.
So when the 10-year-old we started going to school. I was taking her to school. When she was coming to school, she used to ask about me. Babangu waka iko, babangu wako ama yuko.
Yeah, okay.
When finds the dad is not there, she'll become dramatic, analia nini, napigiwa simu, mama mambo nini, nakuja. So I'll go see her, feed her, sometimes wash her, she will sleep, play with her nini. So ikaanza hivyo, akishalala mimi nachomoka. Then I know in a turn akishalala na relax, and watch a game. Watch a game too. Watch game, unapatiwa kachai leo, kesho umekarangiwa fish, kwa karanga fish zingine steamer bro.
Ile
hizo fish hilo. Fish steamer. I like you. That's a dope way of thinking. Brain never overheat. Yeah. So I would eat, then kidogo unaona saa ile una chill, so una place amekaa. So kama mamake amekaa ile side, umekaa hii side, umekula pole, then kidogo anatoka pale na move up kwa mwaf.
Najua guys.
So in the process before anakukalia, before you know it, you guys are back to it. You're like, man, but we thought we were trying. You're like, oh, but I've noticed nikauja move on, nikamisi ya move on, let's try nini. So before you knew, chidi bang, then now the last born, what's up, we're pregnant again. I'm like, what?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, come on, bro. We've been here before, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to know what the baby. It's fine. Let's try and make it work.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, cool. So let's move in together. So we moved in together. Was there, took her to the hospital when my daughter was being born. Sikukula nyama for a while after because I was in the theater.
Oh, ulingiaga. Pia mimi
I
niliingiaga.
would not advise it. I would kingia angalia roof. Angalia simu. Shika tu mkono lakini.
Kwani wako ilikuwa cesarean ama ilitokea pale tu? Kuzo wangu alitokea ile area niko nashindwa. It took me time before I got confidence ya kurudi hapo. Unaona kichwa imestretch hiyo kitu kwa like nimekuwa nikidanganywa. Cheza. Like damn.
Because nakumbuka uliniambia mimi nilikuwa nje.
Yeah.
Of course nilo umedungwa ka whatever ka lab coat na nini.
Yeah.
Nakumbuka the look on your face like
Ilikuwa
ifanya hivi.
Mimi nilichukua time. Mimi nakuwa honest. It took me 6 months to go back to.
Same story.
Ukiona?
Yeah.
Kusunashindwa amekuwa kikudanganya. Sasa kichwa inaweza pitia hapo na ilikuwa shit.
Nimaliza ile area.
Yeah, John.
Area 51.
Yes. Hiyo
Oh my god.
yeah. So yako ilikuwa cesarean ama hiyo?
Tusema tu area 51.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it area 51? It was area 51. I think so.
Yeah.
Me, I was so shocked because ni one of venye nafinywa hivi alafu you see. Okay, let's not get graphic, okay?
Yeah.
Na mtu saizi anaosha matumbo. Yeah, so after that I was like, hey yo, so ata kurudi inakuanga a bit tricky.
Inakuwa yeah. Ila compare.
So we tried a little bit. I was like, okay, now I want to try and do right. Because remember, by this time I already had my other 2 kids. That was my firstborn and secondborn. I was like, now let's try and consolidate this family. Let's try and see what will work.
Oh, okay.
So I said, okay, let's try. And we tried for about 5 years. We tried.
That's good.
But it had its ups and downs and everything. And then at some point it was just, we've really, it's, and I was like, adios amigos. I think I'm a stage yangu ni hapa. So that was a story. So that is how the same baby mama had 2 kids.
Okay.
So because this was the second try and we really wanted to try. Yeah.
Lakini wewe ni jamach kabisa yani. Nikwambia kwa nini?
Yeah.
Kusika kuna mtu wa 11 different baby mama na wa 10. Unajua ni mtu wa raw. Oh baby, I like it raw.
So
like
okay, it depends with how you view it. So my first son who's 14 now.
Yeah.
I got him when I was 20.
Oh,
this
damn.
was my first sexual experience.
Yeah,
the reason is I was raised as a Jehovah's Witness, and for the values that I was taught and the Bible and everything, I viewed premarital sex as a sin. and I was really afraid of doing it because also when I was in primary school, tulionyeshwa this STI video that used to be brought in primary schools that traumatized the hell out of
I
me.
think nile ya Rafael Tuju.
I think that's the one.
Yeah.
Walikuwa
Ile
wanataka
mavagina,
TV.
mavagina
Yo.
Zinaanguka tu.
Hizo manini,
Ilikuwa
unaona
Tuju.
makudni.
Yeah.
Hizo unaona makudni manini, hizo whatever. I was like, if this is what makes me okay, I don't want to have this. So I was scared about that. Then also my values from church. So when myself and my dad disagreed and my dad disowned me and akanifukuza kwake, so I came Nairobi kwa Chokosh. Then fast forward and I took myself back to school. That is Eastleigh Educational Center. Then I met my first baby mama through her daughter. Who is my goddaughter, she's called Immaculate. And me and her, we struck off, we became friends.
Oh, okay.
So later, she was the one who was teaching me a bunch of things. Because kuna zile kalongo zile watu hizo nilikuwa nimefanyaga, but that's not like sex. So my first sex was the first baby mama, and I was like, yo, nobody told me.
Yeah, my man.
I'm like, oh,
yeah. That first feeling inakuwaga like, damn.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Yeah. So you see now, from my school of upbringing, nobody told me about proper protection or knowing about the consequences of early
wacha nikwambia kitu
parenthood and
moja
everything, yeah.
hata ungeambiwa bado ungefanya tu but
No,
tuendelee.
but it depends with a person. No, there are some people who, when they're told, like myself, I'm having these conversations with my son.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to explain. I'm not telling my son, I'm telling my son, now imagine when you are 19 or 20, then you bring here a lady who has your child. What happens next?
Okay,
You do realize
okay,
all the
okay.
plans I have for you.
Yeah.
Like I see you traveling the world, doing these amazing things. Now you can't do them because now you have to be a father to this child. So think about that before you make this decision. There's a way to say it.
Okay.
You don't tell me, ndakuchapa. Unachapa but then forbidden fruit is normally sweeter.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's a nicer way to tell somebody. Like if someone told me, hey, do you know now the minute this person is... But now from Ushago, inakwanga zile, the minute you land your first check,
Yeah.
bibi atakusaidia kuweka together your finances. So that was my school of thought. So even when I met her, when I was doing my KCSE and she would give me 10, 20 bob, I would eat chapati chafu hapo, kinyago hapo, biafra yo slamiko hapo, I would go back to school. So when I got my first job as an office messenger in Westlands, Kipro Plaza, 5th floor, it's called Greenwald International. I moved to Landimawe in a mabati house. I was paying 4,000 rent. I have all my properties. Niko na kakitanda kangu hapa, niko na ka TV huko Aukma. Niko na Ampex home theater. 4,000 nyuma mabati, bro.
Yeah, how big?
Balling kadogo ilikuwa inafika penye hii, I think this is a speaker but this is a power bank. Kama ni internet. This one inakam hivi, inapita hivi. So I had my small bed, I had my TV, then ka plastic chair, then my Ampex home theater, then kale ka TV stand kalikuwa kanauzwa Nakumat, kalikuwa ka black. I bought it, I think it's 900 or something. Hiyo then sapa ndo na manguo zangu. Niko na kale ka stove kakuzima na na maji na izimia nje. Ukizima ndani utadedi. Yeah, ukizima ndani ni gas maandamano. Yeah, that one.
Unakamaliza gana nini jo? Kana jaza room.
Yeah. So I was balling. So you know when I had that and I'm being paid 10,000, bro, I'm rich. Nikamwambia mrembo ni aje? Pull over. So she came in. So we tried to make it work, but this was the time when she got pregnant with my firstborn son now. Because me, I was like, mi shaoa bwana. I'm rich bwana. Mi ni office messenger, niko na pikipiki. Unalipwa 10,000 per month, niko kwa nyumba 4,000, bro. I have 6,000 to play with. You guy. From Ushago, unalimia wasee, nauza nyasi, nafanya mjengo, then nikakama hapa nikapiga inda, unalipwa 130 per day ku offload ma containers za 90 kgs. Nimepiga hapa hoteli, hizo zote. So unakaa chini, this is big money. So me, I was settled. So that's why I was like, we can have a toy. So I was not even careful for whatever. And she had Emma, and Emma was adorable. And Emma loved me. She still does. Yeah. And I love kids. So I was like, let's add one more so we just have 2 children. No, us rich people, I had 10,000 bob. Rich guy. Us rich people, we don't have too many children. Really. So when it happened and my job ended, went back to Shago. My son was delivered in Russia, in Kisumu.
Okay.
And my dad had to leave for us his one room in because this time now we've started making amends because I'm a rich guy. Yeah, just put it out there. 10 G's, bro. Yeah. Na pia nilikuwa na tu savings tu kidogo hapo. So akazaliwa Russia. The mother had that kasia sila kwenda hivi juu. Back in the day they still had to do it. Wanafunga na tu nini tu blue. ilikuwa hizo tu zitwa blue. So akatuachia hao yake Kisumu because after a few days ilifani mrudisha tolewe yako kanini. Then ushago ilikuwa bit far. Then kitambo matatu za kitambo they were bit rackety, so yo kutingiza yuzi no nyalo. Yeah. So to stay hapo, my son was small like this. I used to look at this nigga. I used to sleep the whole day. So I used to go and try and wake up and hey, moka wewe. He would just sleep and I'm like, so when we went back to the hospital like a couple of days nikamwambia Manasseh mtoto ni mgonjwa. Analala sana. Mbona lika watu wengine Manasseh waliraruka. Then after I think 8 days I did his circumcision. Then we went now Shago.
Yeah.
So Shago took I think a month, but this shorty was not used to Shago because alilelewa Nairobi.
Okay.
So I remember her mama calling me, telling me, unanitesia mtoto nini nataka rudi Nairobi. Then akatumiwanga fare akarudi Nairobi akaniacha Ushago. So she came back with my son. Now that is how our relationship ended. And I always say if she never came back, probably we'll still be together. Because me, if you're with me, I will ride with you. As long as respect to continue, I'll stay kwacha komata. Even in my friends and even family members, if you're true to me, I'll always come through for you. So she came back and you're like, and the mother was like, atutaki story yako nyinyi amuna whatever, and Ushago was bad because bro unakunywa uji na mahindi, you know it's the same thing.
Najua.
Yeah, uji na mahindi is the same thing because uji ni supu ya mahindi. Ama ni juice ya mahindi. Kwanza ni ile nini ya white. Nini? Yeah, unapiga mahindi hiyo ndelo, unapiga na uji. Hiyo ndio na uji na skari. Sometimes that's the only meal the whole day. Mkipata mboga ni matawi za beans. Matawi za beans kidogo umepata nini ya bell, ila brown. This shorty has not been used to this life.
Afuja vile umesema nini ni kuonyesha the cycle of life. Vile umesema ati unakunywa uji bila sukari. Right now kuna msee a very rich person anachukua uji bila sukari kwa sukari itames body. Okay.
So she came back to Nairobi, and so that is how I got my first born son. Then now later when I came back to Nairobi, I remember maybe 4 months later, there was a time when she realized I'm back. I think I did an interview for K24 kwa street too. Akaniona kwa TV akolo boys amemoka. She dumped the toy Congo. That time na she was seka 7 hapo T4. Bora alidam toyo Congo bana. Mimi sasa niko deep west tumeenda kuperform. Nimeenda kutafuta chance huko ya kurap nini. Napigiwa simu saa 4 usiku naambia bro mtoyo ametupwa hapa kuja. Wanaume wametoka Inda mpata mtoi. Nimerudi teke maze nimefika mtoi yako kituka 4 months.
4 months?
Yes.
Hukuishi Ocha?
No, single stay to me, bro, I'm destined for greatness. Nakaucha nifanya nini? Shachowa maga kutoka mimi narudi Nairobi. Nilichakavea. Ilikuwa 3-4 months later mimi nikakam. So akaniona nimefanya ka interview. Kitambo unajua ulikuwa ukiwa na kamera unatokelezea. Yaje mnataka watu wa interview? Nini. So that's what I really wanted to do. I still have that picture by then until now, the year K24. So when aliona hivyo akafikiria msema moka. So akakamzile, mimi nateseka na mtoi kama kadam toi. Then akaishia. Bro, yo usiku tu kulala. My son mimi mwambie kitu yo hapendi story. My son alinyonya hii lip the whole night because analia bro. Unaboka ametulia. Nikaenda nikabuy milk. Sasa mama next ndo ndiye alituchanua wezi patia mto hiyo milk venye iko hivyo, it's too heavy. So you have to dilute it with the water. Then sayo mnyonyea ziko it's too late, umebuy kale ka kitu that ka plastic thing will hurt nini hapa juu. So unampatia na ka spoon na mkagona ka spoon bana mto hiyo alilia. Hawa sio amelala chini kwa floor hivi juu ni Okongo hizo hapo mix hapo T4 ndo number 6 ilikuwa ni one room, kuna ka kitchen kadogo then room. So kuna wasio amelala kwa bed, kuna wasio amelala hapa chini. So mimi nimekaa hapo na mtoi hivi maze. Pia sipigia wakelejo asubuhi wanaenda Inda. Hiyo ndo ilikuwa hustle. So niko hapo na mtoi. Nini akilia? Kaongea na madhangu. Mata akasema leta mtoi home. Wewe endelee na hustle. Kaambia saa. So the following evening ilikuwa inafaa nipeleke mtoi Machakos, niende na Ushago, nimwache na mam nirudi niendelee na hustle. So si mother ameenda. The following day wacha sasa matiti muume. Maziwa. Bro ilifika saa 8 hivi mimi unajua sasa nimerelax, sasa sijaenda mahali kuna mtoi nini mtoi amenisumbua whatever sijui, I don't know anything. Nasikia talk nafungua hivi. Nataka mtoto wangu. I'm like what? Mimi nijapanga everything bana, niko hapo napeleka mtoi home. Mtoto mgani? Nataka mtoto wangu. It was not a nice scene. I was very angry and I was like man, But later we sorted it and that happened. So you see, that was my first baby mama. Then now fast forward to the second baby mama. We used to do shows in town. Myself, Fred Omondi, Owago Nyiro, Otuol, Mr. Nags, right now it's called King Diama Jamal. We used to do shows in town, club shows. So I used to do comedy, then I do music, then I dance. So there's a club called Roast House.
Apo nini Koja.
So we used to be there every Sunday. Okay, it's called, I think, Kicheko Sunday. Okay. So that's where I met my second baby mama. She used to be a fan. She used to come na anachafua meza. She tells her daughter, Brianna tells me, Mama, ananiambia alikuwa anachafua meza kwa show yenu. Naambia, yep, that's right. Yeah. Mwana kama anachafua meza, man. Si tuko hapo mazee tuna perform. So we put a hit list. So it was me, Owago, Otuol, I think, and Fred. I think even Jamal was part of it. So unajua tukiwa kwa club mkiona mashauri wa kama unajua as we are members here every Sunday, we know who are the usual faces. So ule sasa kila msesa tumi mistari. Somehow I won. Yeah. So later she told me, she's allowed me to talk about this. She cool peoples now. She told me there's a song I used to do, it's called Shake Them.
Yeah.
It was a dancehall song. Shake them, make me feel nice. Shake them, make me feel cool. Shake them, come to the light. Shake them, and show them what you got. So I used to drop this song and it used to make her.
Yeah, okay.
So that is how my other kid came into the program. Okay. So when she used to look at me, she's like, who that guy? I'm like, baby, shake them. So mi ndo nikawin kwa imbogi. So tukaanza mavibe nini. So because wasi walikuwa narudio Kongo nini, usiku ya alikuwa naishi Ngara. So we just walk, tunapita hapo Kirinyaga, napanda hapo. She used to live somewhere there. So I would go sleep over at her place. It was like a small mabati crib. She used to karanga githeri beautifully. She's Kikuyu, so
kama si fish ni githeri. Okay.
So fast forward, we tried to have a relationship. Then it did not work. But we are cool people. Then one time I've moved on with my life. And she loses her job.
Okay.
Yes, this is how I remember it, okay? She loses her job, so she called me crying, this has happened. And then I went, I'm a shoulder to lean on. And of course, a shoulder to lean on. I captain. So that is how Brianna was made that night. Because I was told about Brianna's pregnancy later. Like, hey, by the way, you know, I'm pregnant. I'm like, what? I'm like, really? I'm like, I could enjoy you. I'm like, yeah, for real. I'm like, okay, cool. But you know, we're not getting back together because we are not together.
Yeah.
But since it's already happened, so Zatralea. And then now that's how my second born came.
Okay.
Then now my third born, remember the club scene? We used to be at Roast House, we used to be at Tribeca, Club Hearts, we used to be at Zip, we used to be at Riviera, Club Sevens, Rumors. There's a couple of clubs in town that tulikuwa tumeshika sana. Unapiga shop 500, 300 nini. Yeah.
Betties.
So at Tribeca, where now Fred, now show ya Fred ilikuwa Tribeca. Every Sunday, ya Nags ilikuwa Roast House. So unapiga ya Nags unakami side. Na saa ingine Fred pia angekunyima shana kwambia, nini mkule pesa ingine huko. Because umekama kwa shaki late. Yeah. So here now is when I met my third baby mama.
Okay.
She was a waitress. We hit it off. We became buddies somehow. We were vibing. Then I was having a relationship with another lady. Okay, let me not mention her name, but I've spoken about her before.
Yeah.
Then this lady gave me a very serious heartbreak. Very serious. Then I've spoken about it. I'll not talk about it now.
Mama Brianna? A different one?
No. This is my girlfriend now.
Yeah, okay.
Remember when Brianna was being made, me and the mom were not together.
Yeah.
I'd already moved on with life. So this other one, the reason I'll not get into details because now Fred is no longer here with us, okay? Yeah. So let's just leave that one. So she gave me a very serious heartbreak. And then when I was healing, now my last baby mama was in the periphery. And she was good vibes. She was a good person. We hit it off. Everything was happening. Everything was going on well. And then...
Okay. Maybe I'm confused. So the girl who's the waitress is the one who gave you heartbreak?
No. That's my third baby.
Because that's your third baby mom.
Yeah. So before her is now when I got now the first love of my life, like the proper love of my life.
Yeah, but Buddha Joe, mimi kwa manhole lakini I'm trying to keep up with your number. Like, damn, because
it's just 3, bro. It's just 3.
Zizi, nikwambie kwa nini?
Yeah.
Brianna alizaliwa which month?
Ndo hizi kwa hapa. Acha nikusome.
Tengele calendar.
So Brianna alikuwa 3 December tarehe 4
2011
Yeah, this is
2010.
2012.
2012
2012.
Yes.
Yeah.
2012
That's
alafu huyo mwingine
2012.
alikuwa amezaliwa
Ngoja, kwani wamerearrange
May-
the dates?
May 2011
Ati May 2011. Yeah, huyu ako hapa.
Yes.
Yeah.
May 2011 okay.
Yes.
Oh, at least it's more than a year. I was like
more
damn
than-
this yeah.
It's more than a year.
Yeah,
It's more than a year. It's more than a year. Yeah.
At least you waited a few months. Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
tunanibamba ni
Yeah.
like I used to frequent rosters sana so maybe vile umesema hizo posters naona Fred somewhere
Yeah.
maybe nishaienda hapo ukiperform
Yeah.
yeah.
Fred was the highest paid because he was a superstar, and
Yeah,
Eric
yeah.
was big, and Fred was big because ye na Eric wanakuwa confused all the time. Yeah, then most of the time nilikuwa mtu wake wa mkono. So tulikuwa tukipatiwa thao hata thao iko nafika thao 500, 400, 300. Fred alikuwa anakula 10k. Akikam roast house. Hata kama pige ndaa pige nini, then arudi Tribeca kuchukua ile 30k yake, that pia si narudi huko tena kuchukua 200 300 yetu tuna combine. Yeah. So it was team effort. Yeah, it was team effort. We put together a couple of coins here and there. Yeah. So there was that. So this is now my third baby mama.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you see, so if you look at the way the things were unfolding, most of the time people, hey, you really like, I'm like, okay, one, who doesn't? Number one. Secondly, the fact that I have evidence does not mean y'all are not engaging in protected sex.
najua.
Yeah, just because amukupatikana, ama some of you are deadbeats. Yeah, does not mean that, bro. I know people in the industry. I know someone who has 11 toys.
Yeah,
But watu wanajua wawili.
Jamach parenting.
Yeah, but watu wanajua wawili. And I'm like, man, gee. And I know another person who has 6 kids. I know another one who has 5. I know another one who has 7. And we sit with them like this. And I'm like, huh. And I sit down and people look at me, Obinna.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you judging me? Because I put my sperms in the open? You see them walking around? I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just because we don't see yours does not mean.
Cool.
So that is how I got my third baby mama. Yeah, that's the story.
Okay.
But I've spoken about it so many times.
Na understand. Ile design yani afu niko naambia Ian like one of the most romantic things unzaambia dem ni Eromach Biro.
Surely.
Yeah.
The fire is coming.
We are not iragani.
like nikacombine ile kijaka najua I can't use it anyway.
Yeah, don't use it. You're
Jam-
kama wenyewe.
Jamach Pierre Eromach Biro
Jamach parenting.
JPT
Just say JPT.
JPT
Ukianga JPT.
Kapusa
Sijui kama
Rena.
JPT ushaionaga Ocha. Ocha niko nacheka sana. Kuna time nimeishia Ocha alafu ilikuwa a funeral. So there was this very slim guy. Ile like ameshikilia belt kabisa. Alafu one of my uncles wanafaa kwa kama my dad's. Kwa ineno Jamach. Unaona? Kusawa jaka waganayo belief at someone who has a lot of sex ends up with like a small
body.
a small nini. So inakuwaga hivyo. Okay. Na nini so your journey your fatherhood imekuwaje?
It's very bumpy.
Because there's something you said. The reason why I'm asking you this is there's something you said in different words. Ulikuwa unasema una experiment like being a dad you experiment a lot. Yes. And I've said it here in different words. Musamaga like a lot of us don't realize that when we first met our parents they were youth. So since walikuwa youth they're also doing guesswork. It's not like they'd been parents before. So inakuwaga so yako imekuwaje?
It's been very bumpy but I'm enjoying most of it with my kids. With the baby mamas not so much most of the time, but I think they're also learning. It's the first time that they're doing this, and it's also the first time I'm being a parent. I've never been a parent before. Then also with every child I realize the way you're bringing them up is individual. The way I raise my son is not the way I raise my daughters. They're all different. Lola has a different personality. Ada the same, Brazu the same, Big Boss the same. Like all the kids are just kuna ule ukimhag tu yako sawa. Kuna tu kimhaga kwa zile mbona hujanikiss because Brian nowadays hujanikiss katikati. Hapo katikati. Then Lola sasa yeye usipombeba sasa tena wewe tena sasa umpendi. Yeye lazima I'm like yo mama right now you are too heavy, you are too huge now ishapita. Sasa yo Ada naye yako tu zile umcheki umwangalie umpatie ile signal na kuangalia ako tu sawa. Yani they have different personalities and they want different things and they communicate differently and they are learning a lot from life. unakana mtoi kuna kitu anafanya ama anasema uko zile za hii hajajifunza hapa. Yeah, kuna ile anakuwa uko zile za I thought you should know this. Then unapata hajajua, then you realize it's you who has not taught them. So it's a very bumpy road, and it has taught me a lot of patience. And that is why most of the things I'm doing now, I'm trying to be better. The reason is this.
Yeah.
I want my kids to have a very different perception of myself when they grow up.
Yeah.
And I want them to also have a very different perception of life when they grow up. I don't want to project my fears on my children.
Yes.
Like zile za usifanye hiyo mimi nilijaribu haikuwork. Mimi huyo sio mimi.
Yeah.
And I also don't want them to I really want to do this, so you have to do this. I also don't want that. I don't want to project my fears or my dreams onto my kids. They want to do different things. I want them to experiment, and I want to be there to guide them all through. And I want to support them, and I want to love them. You see the love I didn't get from my dad? I'm revenging on my kids.
Yeah.
But now lately, I also got into a different type of awakening where I realized maybe I've been very hard on my dad. Because also my dad didn't know how to parent me. I was a different breed of child.
So kitu interesting the reason nilikuwa na kuuliza juu ya watoi and nataka sasa to rewind because I want us to rewind back to the childhood mpaka tufike the relationship with your dad because I've seen you talk about it.
Yes.
And I'm like naweza taka kujua nini. So you grew up?
I grew up in different places. Eldoret, that's Munyaka. We used to look down on the guys at Kapsoya. We're like, just you know, they were guys from the ghetto. When you look at them, we moved back to Shago. That's in Maseno. Most of my childhood I've grown up around Maseno. And my dad was always in and out. He was also traveling. He was a salesman.
So, a family of what?
We are 4 siblings.
4 siblings?
We are 4. 3 boys, 1 girl.
3 boys, 1 girl. Where are you?
Mom and dad.
Apa?
I'm the
When
second
number?
born.
Oh, you're the
I'm
second
the most
born.
unique child you'll have. Like the first born is, wow, the first child. Then the second one, like, oh, another one. Then the third one was the only girl. Oh, wow, the only girl. And then our last born, wow, the last born. So the second born, was like, what's so unique about you? There was nothing really unique about me, apart from my educational skills. So my elder bro has always been very silent. You see, and my dad really wanted me to be that.
Oh, okay.
He was the guy that when my dad will pull up, he will always be doing the right thing at the right time.
Yeah.
When my dad pulls up, he'll find him with a book. And I'm like, this nigga didn't even have a book. He was just arranging the shelf. And dad akaingilia at that time. Like, unaola tu guardian angel wao wanakuanga tu wana overwork, wana overcompensate. Aya tuna watch TV like a great wall nini. Amenambia wacha mimi watch yangu kwanza. Amewacha. Amemaliza hivi. Then mimi sasa wacha ni watch yangu. Na eka yangu hivi dada naingia. Steve pop coffee. Cousin TV too. So ikafikia ile point where my dad would pull up and aguze hivi TV ni moto. Steve naingia pop.
Nishabega sage wa kuguza TV moto. But twende mosmos cause nini. So you're saying your dad used to travel. So mother alikuwa anadu?
Housewife, and sometimes she would sell plastics. My dad was obsessed with this theory for selling, always having a side hustle. That was really never a side hustle. So she would sell plastics, kabesheni, kasaani, that nobody would really be buying really. The time we had a kasimu ya jamii that I used to run, muna kamna 2 bobs, 5 bob, unamwekea unamfinyia, unakata. That one, we had a CASHAPP. These 2 small things. But my mom was most of the time a housewife. But when we were in Eldoret, she was a nursery school teacher. That's what she went to school for, and tailoring. And she was a very good teacher because she taught me nursery. And she loves kids until now. I think I got that thing from her. I just love kids. Mi hata tukiwa hapa na kuna mtoi hapa, mtoi hata kuja tu hapa somehow, hata kasi jaongelesha. And pets. I also have that with pets. I'll show up, you'll have a cat, puppy, whatever. The pet will just come and chill next to me. Somehow. I don't know why that happens. But so my mom was doing that. So when we went to Shago, there were no schools taking.
So nini reason ya kutoka LD ilikuwa what happened?
Transfer. My dad was transferred to Kisumu. And because Kisumu is close to Shago.
Used to do sales for?
Alifanya sales a wow. Easy ringos, the round ones. Then akakama kaza kufanya express automation. Walikuwa nauza sijui macalculator, masimu, zile Motorola za kwanza, 2288 hizo, zile masagem. Then akakama akiingia National Printing Press. Then kuna time alikuwa anafanya Anvi Emporium they sell books in schools. So used to go to different schools kuambia we sell textbooks nini stuff. But before akiuza wao alikuwa na baiskeli. Nakumbuka alikuwa na baiskeli zilikuwa mbele kuna kataya kadogo, then kuna kitu hivi so zinaingizwa hapo ndani hizo mawao mingi then unakanyaga. Yeah, so he did that. He's done a couple of sales. He's a very good salesman.
Yeah, okay.
So that's what he was doing. So when he was moved to Kisumu, we came to Kisumu, but he was like, amwezi kana mimi Kisumu. Unajua old people mentality wa kitambo, bibi akae nyumbani. So ushago sini hapa tunyika, yani ushago mimi nikae Kisumu. So he would come sometimes. Then he also went to Kisii. He worked in some petrol station in Kisii. The time we were in Sondu with him, karibu tuliwe huko na Maasere.
Oh yeah. Mimi mswa Sondu.
Tulifichwa kwa ceiling board.
Ocha kwetu ni Sondu. Yeah,
nishambiaga tuliwe na Maasere bwana. Zile watu
yes, naambiaga niko naambia hata Ian like sisi waga na close to Wakale so much that a lot of people wameshindwa kulea ng'ombe. Because Wakale ni kama Wamasai, they believe that's their ancestral animal. So they'll come for that shit at night. Na inakwaga so hata kuna grandmother alichapagwa sere hiyo arrow.
Like kitu ni normal.
Side ya mother. Yes, kwa side ya mother like she spent her last maybe 10 years on earth akiwa like paralyzed there. Because hiyo shit. Because they came for her cows.
Sometimes they even lace it.
I don't even know
they
do what.
Sometimes also if you just hit the wrong artery, the wrong nini.
Yeah, nerves and whatever. Yeah.
So sisi walikam because my dad in Sondu hiyo time alikuwa na workshop ya Mwindi I think. Then so alikuwa mpatiwa kakeja kadogo hapo nyuma. So I think we had gone to visit. I don't remember. It's a bit blurry. It was a long time ago. I was young. Then I remember the guys came to raid the whatever. Akatuficha kwa ceiling board.
Okay.
Yes, akatuficha kwa ceiling board. Tukapanda kwa meza, keka kiti, tukapanda then akasukuma meza then so tuka kwa beams. Unajua kwa ceiling board kuna the beams. So akatoka beams because walikama wakachapilia manini zingine juu. So kwa umelala nyeza kudunga. Then wakavunja vitu wakaenda nazo. So we've been in a couple of places with him and he was just a salesman. He's always been a salesman. Either anawa kwa shop ama anauzia Mwindi, but amewakia Waindi for long.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so hii ni so Sondu mlika for how long?
I don't remember, man. But it was not a long time. It was I think my dad was the guy for most of the time. You'd just go visit him kidogo, then rudini kwenyu.
Yeah. So Buddha alikuwa Jakanye.
Kisumu Karateng.
Oh, okay.
Na mother? Maseno, mamis Nyakano.
Oh, Nyakano. Ahero.
Chiga. No, Chiga.
Chiga si kuzimika no naijuaga na Ahero juu the floods and the rice and
no, this is Chiga is the other side.
Yes, kuna rice huko pia mazi?
Not so much.
Kuna kuga rice. Yo rice yani inakuwaga like it's soggy but it has this very distinct taste.
Sikia venyana. Anaongea mbaya juu. Mamangu anatoka. It's soggy. I'm like, you have your shine.
Yeah. No, sisi I really like your rice. Inakuwaga nini but it's very ukikula utajua ini ya kutoka Masai za Ahero. Okay. So
Primo, so when you moved that side, I went to Elhobe Primary School. Ilikuwa huko Shago. And I was the most active child because when I joined the dancing music, haikuwa na music club per se, but tulikuwa nafanya hizo music festivals zilikuwa zinaenda around. I was the guy who would go in the front and say, ladies and gentlemen, in front of you is Elhobe Primary School with a dance entitled Omutibo. Then I go back, then I become a monkey who do those to dance. So I used to do that in primary. Then
what a place na try kuona hapa ni at what point do you, because as a child I don't think you can have a messed up relationship with your dad. It reaches a certain level of age. That's when una realize like me and my dad are not cool. So at what age ndio ulianza kurealize mi na Buddha jo hatuko kwa the same page?
Mine I realized from Eldoret. So
you how old?
I was very young. I was very young because I think was I in Eldoret at around 97? I think I was 7, 6.
Oh, damn.
7, 6 apple. Yeah. But one thing that most grown-ups might not know, kids remember, because I remember a lot of things when I was young. Do you know, I think I've said this before, I remember when I was in nursery school in Eldoret. It was called Alpha Nursery School. My bro, I think, became number 1 or 2, and he was given a biscuit. Hizo biscuits zilikuwa hizi kama Oreo.
Ampatona nani sasa? Buddha ama chuo?
Ni kama word.
Yes.
So hiyo biscuit ulikuwa 2 ziko hivi, then unaitwist hivi, then ilikuwa na some pink cream. So watu wao wanakuilamba.
Yeah, naikumbuka
so kumuomba. Akaninyima. then nikaenda kumshtaki kwa dad nikilia. My dad had come for that parents day something. Dad, nimeomba ameninyima. My dad told me, next time work hard and get yours. Bro.
This time you're like 5 years old.
Forgotten that thing.
That's
Yes.
when the cookie crumbled.
Yes. And I was like, this nigga is never gonna defeat me on nothing. And since then, I was always number 1, number 2, or number 3. But I remember it from then.
Okay.
And coming through my life, even primary when I was doing all these things, I remember my dad used to just hit me for the sake of hitting me.